Can you all see it here?
Yeah, Lena,
we can, Lena, yes.
Obviously, big group here coming down now. The presidential seal on the Cadillac. We all know that that is the presidential vehicle there.
As Lena mentioned,
pulling into the driveway.
It's kind of interesting to see this happening in a neighborhood. You would think that there would be neighbors lining the streets and wanting to greet the president as he comes here, but they didn't know. It doesn't seem like they knew. And of course, the teacher that he is meeting with clearly didn't tell anybody.
The door's getting ready to open. We expect President Barack Obama getting ready to get out. And again, the details of this have been very locked down. We have been reaching out to school districts. We have been trying to get those confirmed, but they did want to keep it quiet. And that's why neighbors didn't even know Secret Service were going to be combing through their backyards and checking out the area.
Which, of course, for safety reasons and all other kinds of reasons, is the way they want it. And as we mentioned there, you can see.
And you see the president getting out right now. Walking over to greet this mother who's in the red. Oh,
a hug.
Gives her a hug.
And this is just a moment that she will never forget.
A moment no mother would ever forget, that a letter you wrote about your son prompting the President of the United States.
He's going to talk to some neighbors too, it looks like.
You hear some laughs. I wonder if those are from neighbors who are saying, what? What is the president doing in my neighborhood? But this is such an interesting sight to see, and it really gives you an idea of the president. I mean, he is in Omaha and he's taking the time to go meet with just one family in, a random neighborhood in Papillion.
And just spotted some neighbors and is taking the time to go over and to greet them as well. Because like we've mentioned, just seeing the Secret Service standing out in this Papillion teacher's driveway, combing the area. I mean, that's not a sight you ever expect to see in your neighborhood. And this is a moment of history for our city. And just to be a mom and to write a letter about your child, and just kind of with your hopes, your aspirations, your questions. And the President of the United States reads it. Not only reads it, he only has 3 hours here in Omaha, and he takes the time to make it to your home. And we saw him give her a big hug.
Yeah, that moment you won't forget. I feel like that was picture perfect. And we've been talking with people, and some of the insight as to why he maybe is doing this is because you heard his State of the Union last night, and it wasn't this list of things that he's going to accomplish, but really a focus on what he has done over the past 7 years and what he hopes for the future years to come. Of course, the letter was about her son's future, so that is where the lineup kind of happens.
Again, this is a live look right now. President Barack Obama greeting neighbors, just walking next door to meet some neighbors of this teacher, and
lots of pictures being taken, you can see.
Well, I would want a picture with the president. I don't know about you, but if he showed up in my driveway and just really taking his time out to shake hands and greet people. And the teacher, we do believe, her name Lisa Martin, there in the red dress, she was the one that initially wrote the letter to President Barack Obama. And as he greeted her, he gave her a huge hug. And you can see some neighbors there, or possibly friends or family there, hugging Lisa as well.
Taking pictures.
And this again is where Lena Tillett is standing by live. And Lena, you've been monitoring this. What was it like seeing that motorcade pull in to the neighborhood? Because obviously a long line of cars.
Definitely, there have to be at least 15 vehicles, but what's most interesting right now is that the president is talking to neighbors. In fact, the neighbor that I was talking about, who's a veteran, he's getting to talk to the president too. He just shook his hand. It looks like he's taking pictures with them as well. It looks like they're taking a group shot right now as well. I mean, can you imagine being a neighbor? How lucky are you just to be a neighbor to this particular teacher? And there's a lot of excitement. There's a group of neighbors that have also gathered here at the end of the block. They're taking pictures. It looks like Papillion police aren't letting folks go past where this motorcade is or where this house is. But whoever was on the other side seems like they kind of lucked out there. You can see the president now kind of walking down with this teacher who, again, I believe is in the red. He's now waving to us.
Yeah, we just saw President Obama wave live on our air.
Walking down there.
Lena, I know you mentioned you believe you believe the mom is the one in the red dress that we see walking with President Obama. You've been talking with
so.
Yeah, you've been talking with neighbors. Have you talked to her family?
Can you hear him? Oh.
He
just said Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, President Obama.
To everyone.
See waves.
Right. Now he's headed into the house.
And we believe this is Lisa Martin, a teacher at La Vista Papillion, as Lena has been calling on and trying to get those details confirmed. I love that she has an American flag right at her front door as she opened her door, and the president giving her a big hug.
Yeah, we believe she is an English teacher, and of course, her
Exactly.
wrote a letter concerned for her son's future, and it turned into all of this. The president in her neighborhood now entering her house.
And I've got to tell
And it
you, for
looks like now the press pool just walked up as well. We're kind of getting a shot now. He's still at the door. He hasn't quite gone in yet.
and again, national media
he's
also
gone
covering
into the
this
house.
is what we're referencing.
Right.
So we'll be covering that through our affiliate, NBC, and sharing those images from inside the home with you as those become available.
Lena, you're on the ground
Okay.
there. Have you seen?
Sure.
Have you seen more people coming out
Yes.
of their homes as this has continued?
Well, I want to show you now. Wayne, can we turn around and look at this woman? Neighbors, neighbors just came down. You see them holding an Obama-Biden sign. Obviously found out that the president was coming here. I'm sure this crowd is only going to grow here.
This is amazing to
These
watch
are neighbors
on
that
live
again just
television.
walked
It is.
up here. It is. It really is pretty incredible. So we have neighbors kind of on both sides here.
and you heard one of
hoping
those
to get a
neighbors just
glimpse
shout.
of the president.
We were wondering what was going on.
On
so that was a
Papillion.
wonder
I
of
mean,
a lot
it's
of
quite a
people.
Well, let
sight
me
when you see a
see.
motorcade just
All right,
roll
I'm
through
gonna
your
kind of grab
neighborhood.
this woman really. Can you, excuse me? Can you come here for a second?
Sure,
Yeah.
I love Obama.
Oh, okay.
I campaigned for him.
Yes. So we're going to talk to this lady
We
here.
love
I
you.
want to
We're
make sure
gonna
that you can
miss
hear it.
We
Can you
can't
hear
wait
it?
till Hillary gets in. Yay! State of the Union. Great
Can
State
you
of
come
the
here a little bit
Union.
closer? I'm curious, what is it like with the president being in your neighborhood?
Well, I did campaign for him, and I did see him in Council Bluffs, so I seen him face to face.
Okay.
But we were watching TV and seen the Secret Service, so we said something's going on. Turned the TV on, seen you guys, and said, "Oh my God, he's in our neighborhood." So this is the sign that sat in my front yard for 8 years.
Wow.
For both campaigns, and I just can't believe he's here. I love the guy.
So you've campaigned for him, but you never thought he would come to your neighborhood.
No, he's right on our doorstep, and I love him because that's how he is. He's always for the people, and I think he's accomplished a lot in the 8 years. And go Obama and go Hillary.
You
Thank
hoping
you
he's
very
going to come
much.
out and say, wave to you a little bit there?
I hope he does because I love the guy.
Okay, all right.
Thank
you so much. What's your name, dear?
Sally Norton.
Thank you,
for
Sally.
Obama.
All right.
Love you.
So lives in the neighborhood, campaigned for him, and he came to her neighborhood.
A sign
So-
in her yard for
yeah.
8
So again,
years.
he's
What a
now in the
moment.
house. Absolutely.
And Lena,
Absolutely. And I'm sure she's going to stand out here until the very end, until this motorcade has gone.
hey, can you blame
So
her?
again, now the president's inside the house, and you know, we don't know, we're not going to know the contents of that conversation, but obviously this is very exciting for anyone in this neighborhood. Even if you didn't vote for the guy, it's exciting that the president has come to your neighborhood.